back here today, and today we're talking about the best point guard in the NBA so far this season. And for this case here, man, it's been some great point guard play this year. We just got the All-Star weekend, it's a lot of snubs. You got people thought Ja might have made it. De'Aaron Fox is upset he ain't make it. It's a tough list to crack. And even for the starting group and stuff, Lord knows Dame should have made it. But the best point guard we got in the NBA this season is James Harden for the Brooklyn Nets so far. And we go back to, and I say James Harden because going back to February 16th, the story ESPN wrote was about how Kyrie told Harden first day he got here, I'm playing two. Harden, you got the one, you run the point right here. You better play make, I'll play out ball and do my thing. Kyrie, Kobe decided pretty much like his protege as far as Kobe came up in the league, so it makes sense he'd move over to the two. Even if he got that kind of handling and stuff. But, when Harden got there, man, he's played 19 games there, and he's putting up 25 points, 8.5 rebounds, 11.6 assists, shooting career highs from three, the field, and putting up a career high in assists and rebounds as well. And so with that, in 19 games there so far, he's got 6 triple-doubles that puts him second most all time in Nets history behind Jason Kidd. And after that, he's got 220 assists in 19 games, which is the third most in 20 games of field with the new team. And so far, just leading the Nets to be the first team ever with 3 guys averaging 25 points a night so far. And so what do you think about that, JD, man?
Oh, okay. On my hand, I say the best point guard right now is Steph Curry for Golden State. The only reason I say that is because right now his numbers is almost comparable, if not better, to his unanimous MVP season. So with him playing at that level, it's a guarantee. And even in that season, they went to 73-9. So I mean, he playing at that level is going to be a tough thing every night for everybody to guard. And with him playing in that, he's averaging 30 points a game right now, second behind, I think, Brad Beal. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be hard to guard him if he's in that mode every night, you know what I'm saying? With people throwing double teams, triple teams at him. Him causing so much commotion on the court and stuff, grabbing people, freeing up everybody on the team and stuff so they can get open lanes. So, I mean, it's just so much that he brings to a team that's MJ-like, I would say. I'm going to say it. MJ-like, his impact, as I was saying. Because that's just me. I'm just saying. That's
a stretch right there.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying he's just like MJ, but I'm saying his impact. It's when he's on the court, he attracts so much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. He's got a system and stuff, but I don't know people with when he was making those runs as far as with the United MVP and stuff, they're trying to give him the MJ comp and stuff, but at the same time, man, MJ though, man, Curry, he's good, and he's gonna do assists and gonna be just this off-ball threat and stuff as far as even on and off. But you see when he ain't got just the top tier players with him, he's gonna get his so far, but his efficiency is gonna drop a little bit. And the team it took some games for them to get it all functioning right, because without Draymond there, man, that team's looking a little lost as far as how to run with them and stuff, and even going back to last year a little bit, there's some rough sledding without KD and some of those other role playmakers they had during the 2016-17 run. They were missing the Iguodala's and the Livingstons and stuff, because a lot of those guys did a lot of dirty work getting stuff good looks. And then Clay, of course, he kind of spreads that court out for him as well, but. Steph being the main engine of it all, but at the same time, he kind of needs some other parts there for them to be uber successful. He's putting up some of those similar numbers, but they're not at the 70-win pace like there was before. And it's just it's a different team there and stuff as well as far as comparing to
17
Brooklyn.
and 15.
But it's 17 and 15 still, but
8 seed.
8 seed, it's not the Nets, they're half game out of first place right now in the East. They've been 14-5 with Harden with 7 wins in a row coming right now, and they're half game out of first. And so when you're looking at just the amount of offense Harden creates on the court, Steph's gonna get his, but at the same time, man, Harden, he's creating so many open shots, and he's still he's driving to the rim. He's just at the free throw line. You can't guard him really, or else you're gonna foul him pretty much. He puts his defense in the bind every single time. But at the same time, man, he can play with anybody still. He played with the point as far as with Chris Paul, without him. He still led teams with lesser.
But I would see. But that's the thing, though. You got like you said, Harden. He's an offensive threat. No, definitely top scorer as of right now. Since KD is out, I'm gonna say that because I feel like when KD's on the court, there's nobody stopping it. I'm sorry, there's just nobody stopping it. You know what I'm saying? So with KD being in that court, it's just now with him being, it's just so much with him, and then now with Harden, he can score with him. Now you got to worry about him, and then you got Kyrie. It's a lot more than just him, so he can really just play. So like how KD came with the Warriors, you know what I'm saying? It kind of made everybody's job a little bit easier because it was nobody they could really focus on. You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
Like right now, it's only Steph that people can focus on, so he getting double team, triple team every night. So with Harden being where he at, and with the support system he got around him, with shooters, all the shooters he got, like he don't really have to do much.
But Curry still beating them in scoring.
But the thing is, he's sharing shots with Kyrie and KD, man. Like, look at Harden, man. Like, he's still putting up his 25 still. Like, he's finding getting 11 assists a game to go with that, man. How many other guards besides him and, like, Russ Westbrook, man?
You got people on that team that's very efficient in shooting.
But at the same time, Harden did the same thing. He still averaged 12 assists to Houston before they got Chris Paul, man. Like, at the same time, you know, Harden's going to get his offense. Like, he should have won MVP twice of the year Westbrook won it. But at the same time, man, like, you know, it was a toss up there because he was still leading the league in assists and scoring at the same time. Well, scoring
but the only problem with Harden, when it comes to it, though, when it all boils down to it, is him showing up in the playoffs.
But at the same time, man, like in the playoffs, we gonna talk about the playoffs, man. Like they've been the closest one to knock out the Warriors with all three stars there, man. Like
you better get over. You better get over Steph, man.
I'm just saying.
The thing is with Steph, man, Steph he got gamed on for Game 7 when the 73 win year, man.
But you gotta understand
when
when it came down to Houston, it wasn't even Harden that was even showing up. It was Chris Paul. Chris Paul.
But at the same time,
Chris Paul was the main person. Like, I mean, that's just how I just don't think Harden is definitely a regular season problem. Like, he's a regular season problem.
He gave y'all fits for years.
Yeah.
Man. And you know they still fixed that game 6 there in Houston too, man, with all the no calls they had.
Curry got a championship though.
Yeah,
I mean, so Curry, you can't get shit, man, but at the same time, bro, like
he got them up out of there twice, though. He got them up out of there twice, though. I'm just saying.
With Kevin Durant there, and then
without Kevin Durant,
like, come on, bro. That year, Harden should have won Steph MVP as well, too, because that season, Houston was second in the West when he had they had 7 different starting lineups that year. They had most of their players out hurt that year, and Harden still put on a great season. Like he finished second in voting that year, but. Man, he was more impressive than Steph because he
like you keep saying
30 and then Steph had 23 points.
But like you keep saying,
I don't know, man.
Harden is a regular season monster.
In the playoffs, he's gotten the conference finals twice. He's gotten to the second round. So I mean, the only team that was beaten was the Warriors. The only team that's beaten was the Warriors, though, and the Spurs that one time.
Man. I'm sorry, but he don't even he doesn't put up the same points. He doesn't put up the same average amount of points in playoffs. It drops like
stylistically, the rock is in his hands so much that he's gonna have more opportunities as far as to have bad kind of shooting some stuff, and the teams are hyper focused on him like that. You know, his teammates kind of let him down and stuff in the past, like him missing Chris Paul game 6 and 7, which was a big part of them not making it to the finals that year when they lost to Golden State. But I don't know, man. You look at him, he has had those moments, those moments where he has a bad closeout game here and there and stuff. But at the same time, he's getting those teams that far. Just the style of play of him, dribbling the hell out the rock and just getting good shots and keeping up with them.
That's another thing.
That's the only he was that close to kind of getting by him instead of playing that way.
Yeah. But that's another thing. I think he kind of took away from his other teammates and getting better too, though. At the same time, when him just dribbling the ball, when he's at Houston, that's all he did. Literally, everything went through Harden, and he literally would take 15 seconds off the shot clock. Where they have to rush now, where he has to either make a shot, hurry up, pass it, drive it, try to get a foul. He just always wears the time down. If the ball is in his hand for too long, it's gonna be a hard play for them to even.
But was that their best choice on offense most of the time down, though? Would it be hard and either scoring or finding somebody? Because, you talking about more shots getting more shots from Austin Rivers ain't gonna be the difference in the championship.
But you gotta understand the best teams
know.
that make it pass the ball. They keep the ball moving. They keep the ball moving. Harden will take the ball and just.
He's gonna get good shots. I mean, his style.
He's gonna make his own shots.
Yeah, he's gonna make his shots, but he's gonna keep his team in contention that way though. At the same time, because like
Harden had a team. Stop pretending like he didn't have a team. You took Austin Rivers. Come on, bro.
Like,
Come on now.
He had more than
shooters.
that.
Trevor Reeves as a shooter. He had Eric Gordon playing. Come on
PJ
now.
What have they done on their
And
own?
Chris Paul. Stop playing like he didn't have a team.
Chris
bro.
Paul, yes, but like
And he had
what
Capella
have those
for a
other
couple
guys
years,
done on
too.
their own? Like as far as their own like individual.
Well,
shots,
you wouldn't
like,
know if he wouldn't pass the ball coming down the court dribbling.
You expect them to keep up shot making with Steph and Clay though, man. Like because
Nobody.
But
those other guys,
like you said,
and
the
stuff,
system
like,
though, right?
Harden ain't supposed to.
By himself was skilled with those two guys though.
Yeah.
I don't know. They ain't supposed to work.
Now-
As far with the two best shooters of all time,
Now-
at the rate of threes that they make, and like just their offense was built to
Clay
win
is
defenses down.
Clay is a spot up shooter.
Yeah, he's a spot up shooter, but like the style of play the Warriors had, man, like isn't that supposed to wear the
Yeah,
other teams
like,
down? They
two
play us
best
down as
shooters
far as keeping up with that all
in the
game.
league.
And at the same, what was that?
Keep them the two best shooters in the league.
Yeah, they was two best shooters.
Just together, they
were
most
two best shooters in the
duos.
league until Game 5 against Cleveland. And all of a sudden, they wasn't the two best shooters anymore.
30 seconds on the clock. A play need to be made.
Yeah.
Who's making the play? Who you taking? And don't lie.
Wait, 30 seconds.
24 seconds on the clock.
Last possession of the game.
Last possession of the game. Who you want? Would you rather have Harden or Curry?
I'm going Curry, obviously.
It's tough. I mean, you gotta go with the best shooter. You gotta go with the best shooter.
That's important though.
Are you saying to take the last shot or just like to make
a play? Whether you make
Curry.
the right pass,
Curry.
or you take the shot and make it, or whatever.
But think about it, right? You can pass it.
Because you know, the thing is, in that said scenario, man, are the rest gonna call a foul, man? Like, are the rest gonna call a foul on that last scenario? Because
Wow.
you know that's gonna be a big chunk of his
not be
offense.
Harden,
I mean,
maybe KD or Kyrie.
You better. So, all right.
He better be the third option.
Now, I pose this question here though: if you're building a team from scratch, who you taking? You taking Steph Curry or James Harden? Because James Harden, he'll carry a worse team to a better record, I think, than Curry. But I think
you gotta
Curry can make
understand.
a team like he'll add to a team and make that team better than what Harden could. But what
I'm
I'm saying,
still
Brooklyn
going
now,
But
the
they
way
both
we're
really
seeing,
stink on defense.
that's not true last year.
Who's better on defense?
Harden.
How much he had?
Probably Harden.
Harden because he can guard the post better than Curry can. Because he can switch, he can
Yeah,
guard more people.
Curry be getting straight trampled.
And like Harden, he had good hands. So I think he was like top 5 in steals last couple seasons as well, and like just being like good in the post.
Yeah, he's
Steals don't really.
They don't
Yeah.
equate to good defense, but it shows defensive activity in a way. And like he gets the offense going off of like those steals and stuff like that, which adds to his like,
Steph is
stuff
too,
on
though.
offense.
Better free
Perimeter.
throw shooter. You got
Steph.
you.
Either.
Steph that free throw shooter, but Harden make
40-90
more.
club, yeah. 50-40-90 club. You know what I'm saying? Every year.
And shoot, that's when Harden gonna be at that
All right,
this year,
yeah.
close to
Here, I'll propose, unless anyone has another question, be the last question. They playing 1-on-1. First 1 to 13, who wins?
Harden. Because you know Harden got that.
I'm gonna say
he
Harden.
got
Harden,
that
if
off
he-
the bounce game.
All you gotta do is keep driving.
If you ain't got nobody screening for Steph,
there's
and
no
stuff like
way
not
they-
saying Steph can't get down 1-on-1.
You
but, like,
say Curry or Kyrie.
And it just may depend on who gets the ball first.
Yeah, because Curry
Curry
Curry gonna miss a lot. If he get that ball,
That's the one thing
But if
too.
he
That's the
do
main
miss,
thing.
he's not
though.
getting the ball back because Harden
That's the
can
main
shoot.
thing though.
He can shoot
That's
and
what I
he can
can
back
say,
him
though.
down. If he back him down, it's over.
Steph is way more efficient than Harden is though.
But what you call it? That's
Way more efficient.
That's because he's taking different shots than Harden. Though.
No, he
taking
Harden
different
take more
shots.
shots to the basket than Curry do.
That's not. They taking different shots. And
Under
so,
the-
like,
So he should be higher percentage.
he
by
shoots
that.
more layups.
but Steph's a better jump shooter. You know, he's taking those.
Man, he
shots
taking
and stuff,
shots.
but
Especially
Harden,
this year right now.
So Harden, if that's the case, then Harden
This year-
so that's
He
Like I
shoots
said,
49%
this year, though.
of Brooklyn though. That's the thing. Like he got his efficiency up as well, but like I feel like he's taking like Steph. I say before like this year. Steph, he's taking more shots because like Harden with Houston, all they thing was either they doing layups, free throws, or threes.
And he's still shooting.
With
those.
Brooklyn, they kind of expanded it more, let him take more mid range. And like,
I got another question too. Which team is better? Not the 15 Warriors, no, the 16, 17 Warriors, or this Brooklyn next team this year who will who will win?
16,
Too
17, the
too early
73
to
now.
tell, but I'd probably go Warriors because Brooklyn ain't done adding to the team still. I think they're gonna
That
probably
works.
get
And
another
then
free agent.
they bench will get demolished.
Yeah.
I mean,
bench
they-
is
rock.
The
that-
Warriors bench.
That Iguodala, like
Yeah,
Living
that's
Legends,
another
that's
team.
like-
Yeah,
Uh,
it was decent
Barbosa,
with squad.
Bogey.
David West.
Oh yeah, that team was better.
That was that second bench.
I was
like
leaning toward the Nets for a second, but now I'm starting to think, nah.
unless the Nets build, then yeah. But all right, any closing statements?
Closing statement here, you can't go wrong with either of them, but I feel like Harden just he the choice this year, man. He got them Nets humming, but we'll see, bro. We'll see.
Well, as far as right now, I don't know about this guy, but I'm rolling with Curry because it's a lot more riding on him this year. Everything is focused around him this year. He's gonna have to make a lot more better choices this year. So, based off his plays, determine where they go. Harden can really sit down and let everybody else do their thing, and they'll be just fine. So, I'm saying that right now.